You also talked about HDFC Bank, which is your top holding again. It's not worked at all in this 2023, not even in 2022.
22. I
And
think
I
not even in
remember,
21. Not even in 21. But
and
our portfolio has worked, so we are okay.
yeah. So, and you also mentioned that I think you sang a song or something. "Kya hua tera wada" for HDFC Bank once before I remember. What
But
will
by
you
the
say
way,
now?
it has worked all my life. I bought it in the IPO, so it would have gone up, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 times or whatever it has gone up,
Yeah.
taking all the splits. It has worked every time. I think it is still working in the sense it's not that every stock I own, even if they're not doing well for 3 years. But if you can see it clearly that the earnings are coming through, and then there is some logic, okay, why it underperformed. But broadly, you feel that A, the earnings are still happening, and B, you can easily see that if you believe that foreign investors will invest, because that is part of my belief also, that they will come in with style. A, because anyway they invest every year more or less, other than 3 or 4 years where they've been net sellers. But secondly, because of China. So if they put in big money, HDFC Bank and all these banks are a big part of the index. So whether you like, they can underinvest, overinvest, I mean underweight, overweight, but they'll have to buy these companies with serious money. And then once it starts, everybody will be able to say that, yeah, it's not done well for 3 years as a stock. And it is cheapest that it has been for 10 years. Rest of the market is at its high for 10 years. In the rest of the market, the earnings are growing this much, but the price appreciation is much more. And therefore, then it becomes a sort of a spiral. And we have seen that in many stocks where people feel that this is everybody's favorite, and then they say everybody hates it, and all these things change with a little bit of turn, and that is what we call halo effect. If a stock is doing well, we will be able to give you 100 points on why it is good. And if it is not doing well, they'll say, my app is down. I sent my money, as if anybody cares whether your money was sent on time. Once the stock moves, I will give you 27 plus points. Right now, somebody else can give me 25 negative points, all trivial.
Samir, HDFC is a behemoth. There's no doubt on that. But you see certain newer banks being far more slick when it comes to technology and how they service the customer. And HDFC, I think there's still work in progress internally. Plus the mergers. You think those overhangs will be dealt with in the near future? Because
So
some people say that it's such a behemoth that it's finding it difficult to adapt in
So
certain
first thing, please
aspects.
understand the positioning in our portfolio. Our number one holding does not mean highest expected return. We have two kinds of stocks in our portfolio. One is what we call high confidence in reasonable return. That means the confidence is very high, but since the stock is well known, it is big, you're not going to get 35% per annum kind of return. But the thing is also that when the market falls, it will not fall 35%. The second group is reasonable confidence in high return, where all these Zomatos and Paytms come, that if it works, we'll make 30% or 25% or whatever we'll make. And maybe in smaller banks, which also we own, like IndusInd and all. But these are different buckets in a portfolio. One which will not embarrass you in bad days. It will hopefully outperform the market by a few percentage points. And it is like the backbone. Every stock is not something that will rocket next day, because we have seen when if things change, they also fall 50%. So you have to have a combo of the two. Some are the steady compounding type, but not compounding at 30%, but at maybe 18% if the market is growing 15%, and that would be the positioning for these big names.